Hello y'all. Today we're gonna do I did trees a while back. Today we're gonna do a focus on painting just mountains on the canvas. I'm gonna show you maybe 4 to 5 different mountains you could paint. So let's get started. This is 16 by 20 canvas painted on blue. Okay, first mountain we're gonna do probably is a snow covered mountain, so I'm gonna take this mixture of brown and blue over here. Of course, in the Bob Ross technique, get that small roll of paint. I'm going to start over here and start on the basic shape. So right over in here, it's going to go make some peaks and valleys, or just some peaks. This is the basic shape. That's all you got to worry about. Make one right here. And next, I'm going to take off, scrape most of the paint I can get out. Something like that. Then I'm going to pull that out. You can either take a 1-inch brush, 2-inch brush to pull these out, even a fan brush. To now, what I would do is just take the brush, pull it, push and pull the paint out. Push it. It's wet up in here, so you can move the paint. Just move it. Alright, we got something like that. Then and next I'll apply the highlights. And that's the important part. Next I'm going to take some of this expensive titanium white and I'm going to pull it out flat and get that small roll of paint. Then I'm going to take your knife and take it to the peak, and we'll just do something like this. Touch it and just gently pull down. There's no pressure. Go with this peak. And just gently come down and no pressure. Let me grab some of this, and you could even take this, wiggle that brush. That knife. Sorry. Wiggle the knife, and you can make all kinds of different effects. Take this one and we got something like that. Then I'll add some shadows on this side. Go into some highlight color, some blue and then some white. Come right up in here. Oops. We could just pull that out. And we could just go and make a shadow color. Let me reload the knife. That's looking very nice. Come over here and do some more shadows. All you gotta do is take the knife and just pull the angle. Just pull the angle of the way the shadow color is going. It's like here And we got a nice looking mountain. That's mountain number 1. Very simple. Now I'm going to finish this mountain off by creating some mist and blending it. Take your 2-inch brush. What you're going to do is just tap the angles. Make sure you follow the angles. If you go like that, you're just going to cut the mountain in half. It's going to fall off. You don't want that. Next is going to pull up with the brush. I'm making strokes just like this. Pulling up, then just go across. Let me step back. And you got a pretty good snowy mountain right there. It looks very cold. Next, we'll do a mountain ridge, or a ridge of mountains. Okay, going over here, we're going to make another type of mountain, like a little mountain ridge. The way I do it is I just take the knife and just stamp in just a basic shape. It's like this. Something like that. And got something like that. The next thing I'll do is take a brush and pull it, come up here, grab it and pull it. Grab it and pull it down. And these ridges are a little more difficult than regular mountains. Let's see, let me get a little better shape. Let's see. Let me form this a little bit more. There we go. Add a little bit more of paint to the mountain. Add a little peak. If you encounter this problem, all you got to do is just shape it a little more. Something like that. There we go. Now it's looking a little better. Now I'm just going to take that and pull it. We just grab it, pull it. Grab it, pull it. Grab it, pull it. Then you could take the brush and just add brush strokes at different angles. See, hope you can see that. You could just pull down like that. And okay, next I'll apply some highlights to that. Make it come alive. I took some highlight color, some gray, and what you do on these ones, let's say the sun's hitting right here. You take that, take your knife, and we're just going to barely pull down. This type of mountain takes less pressure and less paint. It's kind of a little harder to do. You just take it and just pull straight down. It's less pressure. Let me reload my knife. And maybe right over, come over here, right over in here. These ridge mountains always kind of gave me a little problem. That's probably why I haven't put them in one of my videos, but we'll get through it. Let's see, maybe one right over in here. Let's see, let me correct this and pull that up. And you just pull it down like that, and you just got see a little highlights in there, and maybe this is the shadows, then I'll just come in with the highlights. Let's see, let me take some white on my knife, probably come up in here, see, decide where I'm going to come, and just come straight down like that. That looks pretty good already. Grab some of that. Grab some more of that paint. Let's see, just a little. I'm just reloading my knife again. And right up in here, let's see, we got come up here and just pull down. You want those type of breaking actions. That way it won't look like you iced a cake. And you just go from light to dark. Maybe over in here, something like that. And maybe there's a dark shadow, maybe right over in here. It's almost like a ridge of mountain, straight like a steep cliff or something like that. I'm just gonna. Then what you gotta do is take your knife and just pull down. And we got a ridge mountain. Let me take my 2-inch brush and go over the angles and soften them. So grab my 2-inch brush and it's going to come up in here. It's going to just grab that and soften it. And it's going to come straight up. And we got another type of mountain, a ridge mountain. Next one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a desert type mountain. So I'll reload my brushes and be right back. I loaded the brush with some more dark mountain color, and next one we're going to do is with the fan brush. It's going to probably be like maybe like an Arizona desert type mountain. So what you do is just come up, looks like this, and wiggle that brush, move it around, wiggle it, jiggle it, just form the shape of the mountain. These are probably the easiest mountains to do. It's going to form it, and maybe it comes down like that. And maybe there's a little peak right there. And maybe there's a little peak comes up like that. And a little something like that, and it comes back over. Yeah, just form it. I'm going to bring this up a little steeper. A little more right there. Yeah, just form the shape of the mountain with your fan brush. And just some type of little desert type mountain. Or okay, next I'll highlight that with the fan brush as well. I mixed up a highlight color. It's like a bright pinkish whitish color, and I'm just gonna go right here and this. See those highlights? Just move and wiggle that brush. Makes all kinds of little wiggle that brush, so that would make all kinds of different shapes and looks very nice. Wiggle it, move that brush, pull it. And on the other side, it's going to have some shadows, so it's going to go into some darker color. Come right over here. Back over in here. And pull some shadows from over there. And maybe there's a dark one right there. And this mountain is just made with the fan brush. And it makes all kinds of nice little effects. And you got something like that on that mountain. That's easy. That's with just the fan brush. I think anybody could do that mountain. Next we're gonna, on this last part, we're gonna do a mountain with a glacier in it. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, last mountain's gonna be a pure all black. This is gonna be this one of those pretty tough old mountains. I'm just doing a straight black. It's going to come right over in here. Maybe I'm just going to start right here and come up right there. And on the other side, like I said before, shape your mountain however you like. I'm just going to come down right here, right there. Have a vision in your mind how your mountain's gonna come out. I'm gonna have something like that, and of course I'm just gonna scrape the rest, much paint as I can get off, so the next step will be easier to scrape. Okay, now we're just gonna blend that out. I'm gonna grab a brush. And just pull that out. Okay, next we'll highlight that. I took some brown highlight, and we're going to make some brown highlights on here. And the sun's coming from this side, so as before, I'm just going to take to the peak, come down with no pressure, just like that. No pressure. That's what Bob Ross says, no pressure. I'm just going to go right here, and maybe this one will come right over here. Okay, and next I'm going to show you how to put a glacier in there. So I'm just going to take I'm just going to lay it right here and just make like a little area, recess area right up in here to lay our glacier in. Okay. And I'm going to load my knife with some titanium white. I'm just going to maybe come up in here, come across. Ain't that looks pretty nice. Come on this side, starting from here. And let's go something like that. Light pressure. And you got that snow laying in there. And I probably want to put maybe a rock right up in here, to a little rock that sits right there. And add some more highlight. Just going to put it right here. That looks nice already. I like that. And we're going to finish it off. Let's put some shadows right over in here. You could do just different colors. You could just maybe put some dirt and all kinds of things. You could just put paint over paint, and that's another type of mountain with a little glacier in there. And I'm gonna add probably gonna add some dark color to this shadow over here. Oop, messed up my rock, but let's draw them back in. Right up in here, you could just add dark to light. Remember, just make it dark to light, so that way you make the contrast shine. Makes the mountain shine. And that's all 4 mountains you could do. I know there's more types of mountains you could do. I know there's more than this. Last, I'm assigned this, and hope this helps you start painting mountains. And of course, the last thing to this mountain, you just want to take a brush and just soften and tap it. Just follow your angles. And you just soften the whole mountain. We got something like that on all 4 mountains. They look all nice, and hopefully this video will teach you on how to paint different mountains. Just gonna take my script liner brush and sign it right here. Next series we got is water and skies. Next I'll show you how to paint some water, different type of waters, and different type of skies. And with all 4 of those series of paintings on mountains, trees, waters, and skies, you should be able to come up with a painting. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.